I've been playing Rogue and games like it since the 80s. From Rogue to Zogban to Azure Dreams, I went on countless adventures in the land of RNG. Then, about a decade ago, gaming creators showed us that the formula found in Rogue could be applied to other types of games with mass appeal. Nowadays, we have countless roguelikes to choose from, but only the best roguelike RPGs make the cut on my list. On this show, I give each game a chance to show me what it's got. Success means that it secures a place on the Wheel of Rogue, while failure means the game is banished, never to be seen again. The stakes could never be higher. Join me as I give today's game 1 hour to impress. Salutations and welcome to another episode of 1 Hour to Impress. I am your host, Phil, aka JC Servant, the Utah Polygamist, from rpgamer.com, your source for news, reviews, videos, podcasts, and everything else related to computer and console role-playing games from the way back when, right up through today. Yes, I said that all in one breath. But yes, we are here today to talk about Curse of the Dead Gods. If you haven't heard of this game, it is an action RPG type of thing, and everyone by now probably has heard of Hades, seen Hades, played Hades. The gameplay is similar in a lot of ways to Hades, and it does have a roguelike or roguelite progression system to it, and we'll kind of dive a little bit into that here when we give the game 1 hour to impress. But I will tell you, I will tell you, this is going to be a tough sell for me. This is going to be a tough sell because I am not the biggest actiony, twitchy fan person in the world. They're not usually my cup of tea games. I like Monster Hunter because it's more about the preparation, in my opinion, anyways, the way I play it, than it is necessarily about hot, fast reflexes. Plus, I just kind of get to know the monsters. So I'm not really good at twitchy games and stuff. I prefer turn-based games usually, or maybe real-time games that aren't so fast, but not twitchy. Twitchy is it's on the end. So this is gonna be a tough sell for me. We're gonna see if Curse of the Dead Gods has what it takes. Couple of ground rules, as I like to mention on these shows when I play these games. I'm not here to tell you if it's good or bad. That's what reviewers are for. And occasionally I do write reviews or I do reviews, but this is more of a very, very quick impression to see if it deserves a spot on my wheel. As such, the criteria for a spot on the wheel isn't necessarily is it good or bad, but do I think it's something that my streamers want to watch me play? Is it something I want to play over and over again to have it show up randomly on the Wheel of Rogue? Does it with the other games that have already passed, and especially those that are permanently on the Wheel of Rogue, does it feel like it fits into me? So understand this is not a criteria or judgment necessarily on the quality of the game. Part of what I'm doing here is I'm showing you some of the early gameplay footage so you can make a decision for yourself whether or not this is something you want to play. Sometimes I will. What I might be doing with Curse of the Dead Gods is I might be putting in time after the show to play the game more thoroughly so I can do a write-up for RP Gamer. But for now, my purpose for tonight is just, again, very early impression and see whether or not I think it deserves a spot on the Wheel of Rogue. The other thing I always like to suggest is if you're watching this on Twitch in real time, you are part of the show. Feel free to make liberal use of the comments to ask questions, make comments, and help me make a final decision when the hour is up or when we're getting close. Start typing in your thoughts and I'll read them on the air. And they will factor into my decision because part of my criteria here is whether or not it appeals to you guys, the audience, who get to watch me play when I do the random Wheel of Rogues. This will be on there or whatever. So it's always interesting to hear what you guys say in making that decision-making process. Oh, one other last bullet point is I have played the game a little bit, just a little bit, to get through the tutorials, to get the controls somewhat down. I'm still kind of new to them and still getting used to them, but at least I've at least got the basics down, so at least I have a little bit of knowledge going into the game, and we don't waste up too much of our precious 1 hour time limit spending reading tutorials and the such. So those are the ground rules. Let's talk about the game itself. Curse of the Dead Gods was released on February 25th, 2021. It was developed by Postech Games, published by Focus Home Interactive. You can find Curse of the Dead Gods and Postech. Why did I say? Anyways, you can find it all on PS4, the Xbox One, the PC, on the Steam, and the Epic game stores, and you can also get it on your Nintendo Switch. So you have a couple of different ways to get it. I went ahead and grabbed it off of Steam. I got it for, I think the price is hidden down here. We'll just zip that back up. $19.99. Of course, like most of the Steam games, got a release sale of 10%. So you can go ahead and grab that early. You can get it for a couple of bucks cheaper. But with that all being said, it is being evaluated because it is a roguelite, and we're definitely going to talk about that a little bit more as we play the game. So we're going to go ahead and jump into it right here. As the timer goes up, the game will come up here in just a moment, and we'll be able to get into this. Let's see here. Did you hear in exact words? Many more Sony exclusives will be coming to the PC? About what? So we got there. I will say one thing. What's Discord? They must have their own Discord server. I will say one thing that is nice about this game that I noticed early on that helped me out is you can remap the buttons. I am using an Xbox controller here, so you can remap these buttons, which I found useful because it had dodge as the trigger button, and that's not something I'm super used to. So we're gonna continue to use these buttons and try to get used to this, because that was kind of tough for me. I have only spent 20 minutes in it, so I haven't learned. Oops, I haven't gotten too experienced here. We're gonna give it 1 full hour now that I know a little bit about how the game works. So we're starting off a new run here, and after my tutorial run, and you got a couple of beginning weapons you can choose from, and you can we'll talk about this after I fail a run, but let's just pick a beginning weapon. We'll talk about the other glowing things on the ground later. Throwing knives, worn shield, secondary weapon shield, no ability. 35. When throwing knives is your main weapon, or machete and a braided whip, which I'll be honest, a braided whip sounds pretty cool. I wonder if you can take that too. Oh, you can't take that and take that. Well, I'll take the braided whip. Oh, look at that! Well, bam! Oh yeah, he's like Indiana Jones right there. Yeah, buddy. Introduction to the Temple of the Eagle, introduction to the Temple of the Serpent. Oh, now I see, says the spider to the fly. So it's kind of like Slay the Spire in that there's 3 or 4 main chapters that you work your way up, and at the end of each one of these chapters will in fact be a boss. And it looks like you need 2 red things to unlock the future chapters. So you're gonna actually have to do a couple of just these low level runs. Unique try event. Escape from your worst nightmare. Fear permanent hallucinations and infested hosts. You lose all sense of direction. +2 per complete room, +10 if victorious. Skulls. Ah, what did I pick? Did I pick it? I don't think I meant to pick it. Oh, I don't think I meant to pick that. I didn't mean to pick. I seriously did not mean to pick. Oh, great. Now it's got a grainy film thing on it. Go ahead and make that a little bigger for you guys. Lovely, I think. Wow. Okay. I don't think I'm really... I don't want to play the whole game in black and white right now. So we're going to return to the main hall. Yeah. Apparently I picked a little bit of a debuff there. Now I don't get the chain. Now I got a stone hammer and a revolver. Or, well, we'll do the throwing knives and the shield, I suppose. Oh, and these are on daytime timers. Okay. Alright, so what do we have here? We have... got this kind of weapon here. I'm just trying to get used to weapons. And I got Captain America's Shield Bash. Ouch, ouch! So that's weird. Weird. Oh, okay. So a couple. Oh, dang nabbit. Ah! Gonna die. Light up that. Lighting things up is good. Oh, he turned it off. That's pretty cool. So we got a couple of mechanics going on here. I got a torch, and I'm in the light. Dang nabbit. Oh, that's a pretty cool move. We'll just store it up and do the Captain America Shield Bash. Unless, of course, they run into me first. So anyways, as I was trying to explain, I'm in the light. Now I'm in the dark. And you can see the icon at the bottom turn from yellow to purple, telling you exactly that, in case you were confused. In the darkness, you take more damage. So it pays to stay in the light, usually. Holy cow, you are so cheating! Oh my gosh, I am just sucking so much! Okay, we're gonna start this over, because I'm already, like, not even out of the first room, already down to half-life. Like I said, not the target audience for these games. I could just see, like, my gloves going, that I could have easily gotten past that, Phil. Oh, I just suck at these games, Doomerang. I am not the Hades. I am definitely not the player for Hades. Or this. And I like Diablo and stuff because, again, I don't feel like they're Twitch-based, right? You're kind of rushing, you're clicking, you're killing things, but it's not a lot of dodging to survive. It's more like, oh, ouch. More like kill them before they kill you. Oh, so much pain. So another mechanic at play here is the little dots beneath me is the stamina system. And stamina is using for dodging, it's using for certain attacks, and it's recovered over time, and also for doing great dodges and parries. You can also parry enemy blows, and I can't do timing on a parry to save my life. See, if you can just get it just right, you can parry him, and you'll not only do counter damage, but you'll... Yeah, see, I don't like... Ugh. Grrr. I'm just a terrible player. Wow. Wow. Yeah, I'm gonna start that over again. I'm sorry. I don't want to come out of the main room already down, you know, a third of my hit points. I didn't do that bad on the tutorial, really, I didn't. I did, there's, yeah. Let's see if we can try better with this weapon. So what do we have here? We got a faster sword and we have a gun, which is helpful because the gun is what we did in the tutorial. Valheim sword sold 4 million, that's crazy. I know the word of mouth and everything, everyone's gangbusters for Valheim, right? Valheim is the bomb. Okay, so when he first goes into the room, you see a number 20 pop up with some dots. That's corruption. So in the lower right-hand corner is my corruption score. Every time you go into a new room, you get corrupted. Every time you get hit, you get corrupted. Every time you buy something with your blood rather than spending gold because you're broke, you get corrupted. Every 100 points, you get a new level of corruption. One of those things will light up, and you'll end up with some sort of weird curse. The fifth and final curse, though, is what you really gotta be worried about, because on that fifth and final curse, from what I hear, you go down to just basically 1 hit point. Good luck. So managing your corruption is part of your runs with this game. Okay, that's kind of cute. I will say that's kind of cute. So the torch can help you set enemies on fire, as well as, you know, light up other things to... Oh, come on! Ah, good grief. Oh, come on! Urgh. I don't know how you guys play these games all the time. It's so stressful. Relic, plus 15% critical damage. So like we got things here we can buy, and you notice I don't have nearly enough gold, but you can spend that 20 corruption to get extra health, extra treasure find, or both. Oh, that sounds lovely. We'll take all the corruption. So much corruption. Attributes or relic? Attributes or relic? Yeah, Valheim sold 4 million. Doesn't surprise me. It's really well done, especially for, what is it, open access, whatever the hell it's called. That's... My understanding is it has a level of polish that you oftentimes don't even find in some of these, you know, AAA, you know, open world games. You gotta watch out for the background in this game. It's just gonna kill you. So I played Valheim up to the first boss. I enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to the full release. I don't want to play too much more before the full release comes out, because I want the full glory. I want to be surprised all at once. Forgot about my torch. You can light your torch. Your torch is a thing. Those things are totally gonna breathe fire. You learn not to trust the temple. You learn that real quick. All those spears are gonna come down and crash down on me. They're waiting. Patiently waiting. Whoop. There he goes. Oh, that's kind of interesting. Oh, goodness gracious. Ah, I can't get away. This game. Wow. Oof. Torture, relic. Heal 3% max out when an enemy is killed by the environment. What kind of relic is that? How often does that happen? Much more likely I'm going to be killed by the environment. Ooh, it's another one of these killer relics dingies. Eh. I'm gonna be very corrupted. So now we're gonna get a curse here going through this door because we're very corrupted. Blurred vision. The mind is confused. Part of the map transforms into unknown rooms. So that's hardly the end of the world. Why is my torches out? That's a thing? I didn't realize your torch could go out. Well, crapoly. Let's see here. We can heal. And of course, it gives you some corruption to heal. Of course. We'll quickly head towards our second curse. If you're just joining us, welcome. My name is Phil, aka JC Servant, and this is 1 Hour to Impress. We are giving Curse of the Dead Gods 1 hour to impress and see if it deserves a spot on the Wheel of Rogue. And I guess a question I ask myself here as I'm playing this is, do I want 2 of these twitchy, stressful games on the Wheel of Rogue? Or do I just pick which I think is the best one? Oh, that's cheating. Oh. I just keep getting hit over and over again. Oh, this is just stop hitting me. Good grief. I'm out of stamina again. Good grief, how do you guys do this? I'm getting too old for this. Two-handed javelin. Finishers weaken enemies. Plus 30% damage against poison enemies. I don't have any gold. I don't have enough gold to afford anything. Ugh, that's rude. Fighting breath. Not everything that breathes is alive, and not everything that has been still is dead. Eagle head traps now breathe a gust of wind in front of them for a short duration. Okay, that seems to be pretty minor. See, I was trying to roll out of the way, and there's an enemy there, so I got hit again. that was nice. Oh, that was nice. Swift bow, two-handed weapon bow. Kill, increase movement speed for 5 seconds. Use two-handed weapon action to equip, and two-handed weapons can also trigger charged attacks. They can trigger ulcers as well. For the record, they can trigger ulcers. Ah! Ah, see, I'm just terrible at rolling out of the way. Do. Evil birds. Oh, ouch. Ouch. Ew, gold. That's pretty much what I'm using now. Yeah, we have to go for healing. Is this made by the Darkest Dungeon people? I'm not I don't think so. We talked about earlier who it was made by, and I already forgot who it was. But I don't think so. Yeah, but it does have that look to it, right? Maybe they borrowed the same artist. Or hired. Like, don't touch me. Don't come close to me. I don't like being touched. Ooh, ah! Bombs on the floor. Bombs away. Place needs a few more bombs. Ooh, more of those harpy things. How about if I don't get close to you, huh? What about that, huh? Oh. They breathe electricity. It's so rude. Haha. Ouch! 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 He's corrupting me! Stop it, you piece of... It's an enemy that adds corruption to you. That's so rude. Ah, he got killed by the environment. That was hilarious. How come all of a sudden you guys are all hitting the buttons at the same time? Like, you guys don't press the buttons for like days, and then all of a sudden you decide you're gonna press all the buttons at the same time. You guys are so silly. We don't do the buttons during this during an official recording show. Now you have to wait till after the show, and I gotta do all the buttons at once. Let's see here. We have some max health. We have some extra damage. And then we have both for a bucket load of gold that I don't have. I have a lot of health already. Right? Like, you guys are all like, oh, hey, look, there's buttons here. Who knew there were buttons? Why does Santa dislike small places? He's claustrophobic. Well, apparently I owe you guys a whole bunch of stuff after we given this game its judgment. So now we have a Shadow Flame curse, so some of the braziers or whatever won't light up like this one here, which means we'd have to run around in the darkness. Oh, that is a pretty bad debuff. Oh. Ah, they're gonna kill me, they're gonna kill me. Light the fire, light the fire. No, light the, oh, don't, one of those things. Ah, gonna die, gonna die, gonna die. Need my stamina back. Ugh, so much pain. Oh, are you serious? Ah. I'm out of stamina, I'm out of juice. Oh, this is so much. Oh my gosh. I can't handle this. I can't get my stamina up. And when you don't have stamina, you can't dodge. Oh my goodness gracious. Why do you guys keep pressing the buttons for? I don't understand why you keep pressing the buttons now. So for those of you watch on YouTube, the Twitch stream has decided to spend points on a whole bunch of stuff that I don't normally do, but we're doing an official show. But when I was just streaming all the last few weeks, you guys weren't pressing the buttons at all. You guys are silly. And now I'm almost dead. All that health that I paid for, I've lost it all. Yeah, I lost all that health there. Gold permeates skin and bones. Lose as much gold as you take damage. Health loss is reduced by 25%. Okay. Oh wow, and I'm up to 4 curses now, so the 5th curse is the one that pretty much kills you. Ah! very quiet while I'm focused on trying to, like, you know, stay alive. Oh! I'm not one of those people who's really good at talking while I'm running for my life. Ah! I'm definitely not reading the chat while I'm running for my life. Ow! 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 He stunned ya! That is cheating! Mother fudge sickles, he hurts. Stamina, stamina! Can't dodge without stamina. Dang nabbit, so freaking close. Oh my gosh. Do you have Joe Louis cake there? What the hell is a Joe Louis cake? I want this game. How hard is it? Moncappy, for me, it is incredibly stressful game. If you're an action gaming junkie, you're gonna be in hog heaven here. The action's tight. It's too much blood pressure for me, but the action's tight. It is very actiony. I don't know how else to describe it. Very actiony. So the light elements as they were in this game. So there's roguelike and roguelite, right? Roguelike means, generally speaking, with every run, you start over from the very beginning, and you really have no advantages on future runs. Playing the first run of the game is just as hard as the second run, just as hard as the 20th run, just as hard as the 40th run. The only thing is you're getting better, you know, as a player, right? You're getting better as you run through, and that's how you eventually beat rogues. You just get good. In roguelites, you usually get permanent currency that can be spent to permanently upgrade your character on future runs, and essentially the longer you play the game, the easier the game gets. Of course, your skill can also make those future runs more successful. In this game, it is got some slight advantages. So what you can do, I'll start off here, is you can buy these weapons that show up on future runs with the green rings. So I've unlocked a few from my first tutorial run. They gave you some pity rings. And I've unlocked a few. And so these weapons will sometimes show up in the temple during my runs, right? And that doesn't make your future runs, I don't think, much easier. It just there's a bigger pool of weapons for it to pull from. But then you have weapon altars, and the weapon altars will give you those are the little altars that you see at the beginning that let me pick different weapons. So this one, you know, the more you upgrade this, the more options I'll have, or the better quality weapons I'll have, or the better quality secondary weapons I have, etc. Okay, and this helps your future runs a little bit because it's your starting weapon, and the more that you have in here, the better chances you are of finding better quality weapons on those beginning altars, but I don't think it's huge. And then divine favors, these upgrades here, each favor allows you to refresh the choice of items in weapon or relic shrines. So this could be a little bit of a bonus. I think these bonuses do make your future runs easier, but I also think they're very slight. Like, I don't think they're huge bonuses in your future runs. So I really do think you have to focus on getting good, just based on what I can see here and looking through this. The last one are these blessings, and you can unlock these with the skull currency, which I just got 8 of, so I can unlock something. Oh no, you can only unlock no wait, skulls are used. Where are the blue skulls used? Oh, they're used here. I only got 8, so that doesn't help me out a whole lot. I guess the blue skulls are used for this one, but that requires 10. And this one's already unlocked, right? Let's see here. Traps deal 100% more damage to enemies, and Fury, you do 50% more. Alright, so I'm going to equip that. Oh, I see, I gotta build... Okay, once you've unlocked them, you gotta burn blue skulls in order to equip them for that next run. And this bonus just helps you on the next run. I would have to purchase that every time, but later on, you get to, I think, apply a second and a third one. So... I don't think I would say technically, if your definition is if a game gives you any advantage on future runs at all versus the very first run or a second run, that it's a roguelite, then technically this is a roguelite, but it's the likest like of the lights, that's for sure. Yeah, it'll be a tough platinum. That's absolutely for sure. That's absolutely for sure. Yeah. So, We'll try another one here. We got 23 minutes left on the Wheel of Rogue, or on the test here, so we'll try to get through this as quick as we can and see if we can actually beat it. We'll take the path with the healing altar since I take so much damage. I need all the healing I can get. Yeah, so the question as we go through this next run, guys, is this something that you want to see me play on future runs? What are your thoughts? Do you find it entertaining to watch me scream like a little girl as I run through these temples? Whoa! Don't want to die, don't want to die. Gotta get stamina back. Oh, he's got a little pet. Ooh, that's like a perfect dodge there. This game. What about this game, Moncappy? And by the way, welcome, Moncappy. It's nice to see you tonight. You too, Peter. Should be a little more polite. I'm sorry. I'm like, oh, more bad guys, more bad guys. It is very roguelike. Yeah, I would say this is for me, this is definitely a roguelike game and not a light. And Hades is a light. And I think that is probably one of the bigger distinctions. There's obviously some distinctions in the combat system. You got the light and dark mechanic. You heard me run out of dodges a couple of times because there is the stamina system. This is a very technical game. If you can learn to parry and dodge well, your stamina gets restored really quickly because you get stamina back for perfect dodges and parries. So if you're like a Dark Souls level player and you're good at just timing your dodges, you're going to do really well in this game. A lot better than I am. I wonder if those things can blow themselves up. Let's see here. It is very relaxed. As cool as it looks, I'm not sure if it belongs on the Wheel of Rogue. Yeah. Oh, ouch! Ouch! Gotta watch out for those things. Yeah, and I'm curious. Like you could, you could say, wow, this looks like a game I want to play, but it's not one that I really think is as fun as maybe watching Phil play Shiren the Wanderer. When I watch Phil, I want to watch him play something else, and that's fine. Especially since Phil tends to scream like a little girl when he plays these games, which is a very fair criticism. Whoop! By the way, the light also helps you to see traps on the floor. Without the light, your traps are really going to look invisible. All right, we got some gold there. We got plus 15 damage to poison attacks. Seeker's Mace main weapon. Plus 5% base damage per level of relics carried. Plus 1 base damage per point of dexterity. So this is going to be a heavier melee weapon that does more damage than the throwing knives I was just using. But you know what? I think I'll take it. What am I using for what is the secondary weapon anyways? Seeker's Mace and a chipped dagger. Okay, well we need to keep moving forward. We're gonna keep moving, keeping the trucking going. So I'm curious what you guys think. Is this a game you want to play? Is there any questions you have? Let me know in the chat section. If you're watching on YouTube, you're always welcome, of course, to leave your thoughts in the comments section. We do read those on the occasion. I probably don't read them as often as I probably should, like every day, because I have a full-time job, but I do try to get on them like every week or two. Oh, he turtles up. Oh, and then the environment kills you. Oh, but it is really funny. You can use those things against their owners. Ah, I keep run. See, I run into the same things over and over again. You'd think I'd pay attention. Oh, interesting. Oh, ouch. Let's see. In terms of avoiding damage, it's harder than Dark Souls, but they don't hit as hard. The fast attacks are meant to poke away your health bit by bit. I prefer the former style. Monkepi says, and that was Peter, by the way. Monkepi says, I definitely want to play this. Barbed Whip, secondary weapon, charged attack, weaken enemies. Let's try the whip, because I don't think that dagger for secondary weapons is doing me a lot of good. Whoa, 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 whoa! I keep forgetting that's not part of the background. That's actually a trap. Okay. Or environmental hazard. I do like that little saying where he's like Indiana Jones styles, jumping over the gaps. Oh! Mother of pearl! Huh. Well, even I could tell that was a trap there. Yeah, watch out! These things are like Seymour the Hungry Plant. And then I hit the torch button instead of the dodge button. Really? Alright, so you gotta like smack them to make them go away. Man, you gotta be careful around here. Everything's out to kill it. Oh, that's a trap. That's definitely a trap. Ah, I thought he was gonna carry forward that fourth attack and get out of that circle, but he did not. Yeah, got him right into the environmental. That was pretty cool. Money, money, money! Gold offerings remove 5 corruption. Let's move on. We got a little healing here. Well, you get finger cramps after a little while here. Yeah, now I'm gonna get a curse here. But I don't care, because I like having full health. At least it gives you an option to get full health. Not every game does. Ooh, upgrade weapons. See what happens if we go there. Reminds me of God Hand. Your torch loses light and flame properties. It shines with a dark light, still revealing hidden traps. You no longer take extra damage when standing in the darkness. Oh, that's interesting. So I got like a dark torch now. Oh my gosh, his white, I did not think he, did not see him doing a wide sweeping attack like that. I did enjoy that though, not gonna lie. Oh, come on, I was out of stamina again. I'm sure if you play this game a ton, that stamina system will become second nature to you. But for me, it's just like, oh crap, I can't, I just tried to dodge and I couldn't. Oh yeah, I'm out of stamina. Ouch. See, I'm trying to dodge. He's, just keep running out of stamina. Okay. Let's move along here and see what this is. How much money do we have? Oh, we got $12.95. So we can upgrade our mace to +2, or our barred whip deals critical damage when stamina is depleted. Go to the gold side. Get some extra gold if we're lucky. Ah. Take that, you evil little Naga. Collecting all the money. Oh, ouch, 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 ouch. That thing is horrible. Oh my gosh, everything wants to kill you. Beat him with your mace, flail, whatever that is. Well, watch out for the plants. Plants are dangerous. Plants do like to kill you in this game. Oh, double attack. Do like it when you can get the enemies to blow up on their other friends. Eagle Talic, plus 15 damage, lightning to lightning attacks. So do you get fake leather from Nagas? Pretty nice. I hear kids laughing in the background. That's just creepy. Relic or gold? I tend to go for gold, but this one gives me weapon upgrade and gold. Because it's Naga hide. Oh, you're too funny. Okay, so we have the same darkness thing that we had before, where some of the torches are dark, which I got a dark curse anyways. It all kind of works. So some of these curses are very minor. Ah! Take that. Ooh, blue haze. I wonder what the blue haze is about. Oh, I'll just give me money. I don't care. 3% max health when enemies killed by the environment. And we're seeing some of this stuff again, so I don't know how deep the RNG goes. Oh, come on, Phil. What do we have here? Ah. Oh, don't stand in the green stuff. Mental note. Ooh, lots of gold. Lots of gold, lots of gold, lots of gold. Ouch, 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 ouchie, ouchie. Double kill. I like this this flail whip combo. I think that's working for me just a little better. Where do I go now? Okay, moving on to another room here. that. Ooh, don't stand in that. And you be dead, and you be dead, and you be dead. This game is really dark. Well, it doesn't help. It doesn't help that I got this curse that basically turned my torch to darkness. So I can't light up the rooms to fight. Because there is a light and dark mechanic, and I'm basically stuck in the dark mechanic, which normally inflicts extra damage, but because of my curse, it doesn't inflict extra damage on me. To clarify, you're more vulnerable normally in the dark. But I become one with the dark, but that doesn't stop the fact that it does make it a little bit harder to kind of see. Gosh, it could just be... Whoa! Whoa, could just be me, but I might be getting better at this. I like this weapon combo. I think this weapon combo works better for me than some of the ones I had in the past. So in the dark, enemies inflict more damage on you. Furthermore, you can't see the traps. So you want to have your torch at all times. With the curse that I have, my torch is now a dark torch, which means it does not illuminate. However, it does still show me the traps, and I'm no longer vulnerable to that extra damage penalty in the darkness that you normally have by default. Yeah, now these enemies are fairly slow and very slow and predictable. I mean, so I'm not really having too much fun with these. What's this? This is a blazing blade that I'm gonna leave there because I'm already using a weapon that I'm very happy with. So I can spend 1,400 coin and get this chalice, or yeah, whatever. Okay, sure. Use a favor. Oh, use a favor switches everything up. Oh yeah, let's use a favor. What the hell? Okay, plus 10% blood offering cost, plus 30 damage to fire attacks. I don't even have fire attacks. Blood offering cost plus 3 perception. Yeah, whatever. Perception's good. Perception gives you a better treasure find. Are you playing on the PC? I am playing on the PC. Hey, Tam. Well, there's been lots of me screaming like a little girl. We're now going to fight a champion. We're actually at the last 2 minutes. We've just got enough time to beat this boss or get killed by this boss and wrap it up with our final thoughts. Guys, now is the time to put in your final thoughts. Does this get onto the Wheel of Rogue or not? What do you think? Lock in your votes. And we got a different boss this time. Oh my gosh, he's a bullet hell boss! Fudgesicle's bullet hell boss, really? Ah! Bombs. Bombs are bad. Don't stand near the bomb. Don't stand near the bomb! Watch out for the bullets. Oh, out of stamina. Can't dodge. Oh. Bullets, bullet hell, bullet hell. Ah! Oh, corrupted. More bullets, more bullets, more bullets! Ah, bombs. Ah! Cut over here. I really do like that whip, by the way. Oh, gonna die, gonna die. Get over here. Ah! Ah! Get over here. Oh, it hurts, Mommy. It hurts. Woo! Woohoo! We beat a boss, guys. We beat a boss. Woo! Oh my gosh, my heart. I can't do this. This is definitely a game for laughter. My heart can't handle this. He's the twitchy guy on the team. I can't do this. My heart, it's a flutter. It's a flutter. Well, and with 3 seconds left on the Wheel of Rogue, look at that. Wow. Time's up on the Wheel of Rogue. Holy schmoly. Wow. What an exciting finish. Well, I could have planned that better myself, 100%. So that means we get one red gem for having a successful run. Um, we get 6 new blessings are available, whatever. So the next time we do a run, you see you need 2 red gems to be able to unlock the next tier of fighting. I've only got 1. So I have to have 2 successful, I have to clear 2 of these successfully, and I've cleared 1. Um, whew. But yeah. So it's interesting. It's interesting. What's your final thoughts, guys? Goes on the Wheel of Rogue or doesn't? Given the earlier criteria that I gave ya. Let me read what you said. What else you said? Doesn't look like much like Hades at all, says Lofter. Um, a lot of similarity. Like you got 2 different sections, but as far as the gameplay goes, it's an action RPG. And I mean, if you're gonna say every game that has looting is like Diablo, or any game that's isometric actiony is like Diablo, and every game that has Twitch-based isometrics like, yeah, I suppose it has different mechanics than Hades. It has the torch mechanic, and let me go back over to the right screen. It has the torch mechanic, which lights up the dark areas. Um, you take more damage in the dark, so it's to your advantage to keep everything alight. You can light up the torch. You can light up enemies to provide circles of light. So there's some strategy there. You have to manage your stamina. Stamina is used for um, dodging, but it's also used for your ranged attacks, and it's also used for your combo finishers. But you regain it faster when you do a perfect dodge or a perfect parry. And there is definitely a skill level there that as you get better, you're really going to get more and more out of the system. I could tell you because I'm not expert enough. I played Hades for a couple of hours. I played this for an hour. I couldn't tell you which one has the higher skill ceiling when it comes to the actual core gameplay. When it comes to the meta elements, Hades is a clear roguelite. This is a roguelike. It does have a little bit taste of roguelite to it because you can buy the blessings that will help you a bit on your future runs. And but you always have you start I mean essentially you start off the game with 1 blessing anyway, one blessing slot, and later on you unlock a couple more, and it could be argued that makes your future runs easier and there's a permanent upgrade path. That's the question. I If it is, it's just minor. It's not huge. It's not huge. In Hades, it's huge. In Hades, some of the upgrades I bought in just playing a few hours made my successive runs significantly easier. I don't think here it unlocks some additional random things it throws into the pile on your future runs. You get a better choice of beginning weapons on your future runs. None of that substantially makes your future runs all that much. You really do have to get good in this one. Not to suggest that you don't have to get good in Hades, but your future runs in Hades become easier and easier as you unlock stuff with the blood shards or whatever the hell they're called. So, uh, what do we think? Does it deserve a spot on the Wheel of Health? Let's see. They're given too much health. What's given too much health, Peter? Well done, GG. Add it. Monkepi's vote is to add it to the wheel. Um, Give everybody a little bit more chance while I try to think if there's anything else that kind of jumped out at me. A lot less story. There's no like obviously if everyone's going to compare this to Hades, it's just going to happen. They released this game a few months after Hades. It's got a lot of gameplay elements in common with Hades. It's got a beautiful art style that obviously the art style is different than Hades, but it's bright and colorful in certain ways like Hades. Um, it doesn't have this story. If you're in Hades, because Hades is probably the only roguelite, whatever, that I played that had substantial story. I mean, most of these rogues have a little bit of a story. Sheeran the Wonder has, oh yeah, Sheeran, go to the tower. There's a girl who's dying. But honestly, that story takes a backseat. Hades is the first one where like every run you go on, you're getting these little nice little story dumps and fleshing out the world, tons of great voice acting, and you want to know what's going to happen next. So I don't think it's necessarily fair to go, oh, but that game doesn't have it and Hades does. Yeah, this game doesn't have it. It throws you right into the gameplay and it doesn't really let up and whatnot. Lofter's like, I only got to see 1.5 minutes, so I can play some more after I roll the credits for the YouTube because this is the 1 hour to impress that goes up on the YouTube. So I roll the credits and I can stay on if somebody wants me to show them a little bit more. It's not a problem. Um, yeah. The reason I compare it to Hades specifically because the boss had a bomb attack that was identical to the bombs in Hades. That jagged circle. Oh yeah, no, you're actually right. I think I've run into that guy before. It's pretty gnarly. So, what do I think? I think it seems really well done. And I'm kind of torn because I'm not a real fan of these games, but it is really well done. I don't want too many. I'll be honest. I don't want too many actiony games on the Wheel of Rogue. And thankfully, when you look up action RPG rogues, there's plenty of action rogues. There's Splunky and Rogue Legacy and a whole bunch of them, but most of the time they're not really. There's Dead Cells and such, but they're not really. They're not tagged as RPGs by their developers, publishers, whatever. So we don't really ever even look at them for the Wheel of Rogue because if it isn't covered by RP Gamer, I don't put it on the Wheel of Rogue. There's only a few games that qualify, and Hades is one. Children of Morta is one, and then there's this one, I believe. Um, let's see here. I'm streaming you right now while I wait on BD2 unlock. I'm here for at least 17 minutes. If it doesn't drop at midnight, I guess I'm going to bed. Okay, cool. Well, then let me wrap up and then maybe we could do a little bit more after I roll the credits. But yeah, I think I'm gonna put it on for now. I'll give it probation. I like it. I don't want too many more of these. I will tell you, if there's two more games like this that come out that are just as good, I'm bumping something off or something's getting a thumbs down because I don't want too many of these twitchy, actiony games on the wheel. My blood pressure can't handle it. I think having three, and I think right now we have 12 games approved on the Wheel of Rogue, so now I've got like a 25% chance, 3 out of 12, of having my blood pressure raised. So I don't think that's too much for now, but I really don't want more than that's the limit I'll put on these things. Maybe a quarter of the total games I have on the Wheel of Rogue. We need to get some more turn-based games on there. It doesn't mean I'll stop reviewing them or I'll stop doing if there's another game that's like this that comes out and it seems to be the flavor of the day, right? Then I'll go ahead and play it. But understand, it's in order to earn a place on the Wheel of Rogue now, you have to be better than Children of Morta, Hades, or this game because you're gonna have to bump one of those three off because I don't want more than three on the Wheel of Rogue if that makes sense and whatnot. So yeah, you know what, Lofter? So Lofter says, I want to read this comment because I am glad you said this. You are 100% on the same page with me here. That blood pressure is your problem. You tense too much. These kind of games are zen. You have to fall into a zone. If you focus too much, they're impossible. Yeah, absolutely. And the problem is I got like a very stressful job and everything, so it's very easy for me to get all locked up and whatever. But you're right. If you can relax and get into the zone, and that's the way like with Monster Hunter, I'm zen on those games because I know the monster tells and everything and I just make less mistakes because of it. You're right. It becomes the stress in of itself can becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. Absolutely. But I think there's a spot on the wheel to impress, so expect to see it. I expect to see further. I will be playing this some more because I eventually want to do it right up for RP Gamer. So I'll probably be playing this if you're interested in seeing more gameplay as well. I'll do a little bit more after the credits roll tonight. I'll also be doing some of this on more than likely this Saturday as well. Tomorrow's Monster Hunter Generations night. If you're coming to watch the stream at 9ish Eastern Standard Time, you'll get to see some Monster Hunter Generations with my brothers and Christian, otherwise known as Spare Hombres. and whatnot. If you're on Twitch, stay on board after the credits roll. We'll put this back on. We'll play another run. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you so much. We really appreciate you. Feel free to leave your comments, subscribe, hit the thumbs up, hit the thumbs down, whatever you like. If you want to email me at jcservant or jcservant@rpgamer.com, hit me up on Twitter at jcservant. Come over and check out. We have a lot of streams going on over on our Twitch plays, such as Mr. Lofter, who's talking to me tonight. He's on there every Monday and Wednesday starting, I believe it's at 1:30. Is it 1:30 Eastern? Or am I thinking 3? It's 1:30 Eastern. 1:30 Eastern. So come and check him out over there at twitch.com/rpgamer. But thank you all so much on YouTube and those guys on Twitch. I'll see you after I roll the credits. Everybody, have a good night. This is Phil, aka JC Servant, signing off of YouTube, wishing you that your wishing that your future adventures would be free of stress-inducing screaming. Have a good one.